Alright, greetings and salutations. We are back once again with LLE.Ascension. Just wrapped up Twin Flames of Separation. If you ain't seen it, check that out. Definitely doing Divine Feminist Karmic situation now. Next two videos I'm gonna do is gonna be Twin Flames in Union, Reunion, and Recognition, and Divine Masculine's Karmic situation. But I figured I should get the feminine out the way real quick. So I'm gonna pick out a number for the message, overall number, just call it the overall aim. We kicked off with 12 last time, so we're just gonna do a step above this and be 13. So 13 is the overall number. 13 is my favorite number. I got it tatted like 3 times on me in 3 different ways and shit. 13s are all about kings. You know, head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant, king rant mixed together. 13. That's the king in the card decks. That's what I use to do readings with. While I get the spread out. So, head of Swords. That's thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you go, and the decisions you making. Everything starts from the mind. King of Swords is God. You know, what's God? Like, God is up, right? That's where God is located, up and away from Earth. What's up, Goddess? What's up? What's up, the infinite, 4th, 5th dimension? Alright, when God come out, something good gonna happen, something bad gonna happen, or something ugly gonna happen. But it's a 66% chance, excuse me, that it ain't bad. And even if it's bad, it's good because God don't make no mistakes. God work in mysterious ways. You know what I'm saying? And God's word and rule is obsolete. Oh my God, absolute. I need to eat something. God is absolute. King of Cups. That's the tough love card. 1950s, 1960s dad. It's the highest emotion you can be on. It's the emotion to say fuck it to anything and everything that ain't about the kingdom of God, King of Swords, or your personal kingdom. That's your kids, your family, yours. You ever heard that? I hope you and yours are doing good. That's you and yours we talk about, your kingdom. What are cups? Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. Heart mind must be aligned with everything that you do. Who is the heart mind department, the divine feminine? Then you got the King of Wands. Who is that? That's the divine masculine. The divine masculine. He is the divine feminine's counterpart. But other than that, he's the king piece in this chess game. It's like I say all the time. Queen gets took in the chess game, game's still gonna keep going. Masculine gets took, game over. So who's the most important player in this whole twin flame game? The divine masculine. Rule number 1 to this twin flame shit, it's optional. You could be all in this game. Feminine, divine masculine has the option to fuck with it or not. Has the option to believe you or write you off like everybody else. Has the option to get with it or not. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 of the situation, this twin flame thing is built to make you the best person that you can be. Who's the most important person in this game? The divine masculine. So essentially, this twin flame situation is built to make your divine masculine the best person that he can be. Feminine, you're going to evolve, which is the 3 of Wands. Your card is out here. This is your role, divine feminine. You're supposed to do this. And that's why feminines evolve. And that's why it takes long for masculines to evolve. But when masculines do evolve, feminine, you've done your job. King of Wands, he's the most important player in this game. You know. And how do divines masculine move out of survival? What's the divine masculine's role? 2 of Wands, which is survival or support. How does a king on the chessboard move? The motherfucker either go this way, one space, or this way, one space. Feminists, how do you move all across the board? King of Pentacles is a karmic masculine. It's what you do, your actions and behavior that make you great, not what you have. Pentacles, Wands, actions and behavior, things you've done or things you're doing right now, not what you finna do because that don't mean anything. What you've done or what you're doing has karma and accountability. That's the word I was looking for last message. Has karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do does not. It ain't about what you got. where you stay at, how much money you got in your fucking bank account. All that shit is pinnacles. What's a pinnacle? It's a person, place, or a thing. It's something you can taste, touch, see, feel, or hear. Whatever this person, place, or thing is. Whatever this person, place, or thing is temporary, has an expiration date, or will expire. You can be the richest person in the world, but the world can have something happen to it to where pinnacles mean nothing. It ain't about money. It's about survival. God has a way of really six a cup it, keeping everybody equal, keeping everybody in the same boat. So don't nobody get higher than nobody else because we all are the same thing. You know, status, that's a pinnacle. Title, that's a pinnacle. Wealth, that's a pinnacle. That don't matter. Be the richest person in the world, that don't mean anything. What are you doing? Because that's what counts. That's what a divine is. It's a person that does great actions and great behavior modification. It's what they're doing that makes them great, not what they have or who they doing it for. King of Pentacles, that's a karmic masculine. And it's just the King of Pentacles, the King of having shit. He a motherfucker that got money. He's a person with things, pentacles, you particularly looking for. Divine feminine. He can get keys that can open certain doors your divine masculine can't do. That doesn't make this karmic masculine any better than your divine masculine. However, divine feminine, karmics can open doors that some divine masculines can't. Take that with you. Let's get with this reading. Overall energy is fairly important. We got the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom line feminine is very important. Remember this. This is the Lucy Liu card. Overall energy. The top row is your direct or conscious energy. The bottom row is your karma or karmic energy. Karma or karmic energy. You know what I'm saying? The first column is the Pimtro. It's the energy you got coming into this thing. Next column, is the feminine column. Then you got the masculine column. Feminine column deals with you or the other feminines around you. Masculine column deals with your divine masculine or the masculine or men around you. Then you got the future. And the men can be your kids, it can be your son, brother, uncle, pops, twin flame, karmic masculine, male co-worker, boss, whatever. First card on message, you got the Seven of Pentacles feminine. This is the Re card. R-E-R-E. The Re card is a 70% to see. It's passing. You know, passing is cool, but you wouldn't want your son cripping on his grades. Just hand you a motherfucking report card full of straight C's. Hell no, that shit. I mean, you passing, but I'm pretty sure we could do a little bit more than that. The Eight of Pentacles is a life. It's a good standing to have a whole life of your own. The average person ain't got one. The average person is in the Seven of Pentacles position. R-E-R-E. Rearranging things to get their life back on track. So R-E. When you in this energy feminine, you rearranging things in your life right now. You reevaluating things in your life right now. Some things are getting removed. You reversing a few steps. You reneging on something. You releasing something. You know what I mean? This is relocation. Physically relocating somewhere else. You know, it's about 7 of them you got to do to get your life back on track. But for a lot, I see relocation. I see revalue, reworth. But for some, I also see reunion. Or recognition. You finally found your twin flame, or you finally reunite with your divine masculine when you think it ain't gonna happen. It's like you rereading, you trying to relocate away from your masculine, and it's like in the process of relocating away from your masculine, you end up rekindling, reconnecting, or getting back reunited with your twin flame, given the direction that you're going in. But reread, so, you know, me included, I'm the divine feminine. It's really time to, like I say, take inventory of the pentacles in your life, people, place, and the thing, the people in your life, the place you at in life, pinnacle, P-I-N-N-A-C-L-E, and the things you got in it, and really do an overall. This is like spring cleaning, putting reworth on shit. Okay, what do I need to keep? What do I need to leave alone? Who needs to stay? Who needs to go? Is this where I need to be, or do I need to see myself in another pinnacle, at another place? Pinnacle, P-I-N-N-C-L-E, like a place, a plateau, it's a P, whatever it is. you got some rearranging to do. Make sure you do that. That's critical. That's why it's the first step in this whole message. Feminine, make sure you reread what needs to be reread. Because bottom line, more important than anything, you finna be 10 toes the fuck down on a direction or a decision right now. This is being 10 toes down on something, meaning this is going all in on a direction or a decision you finna make. Once again, for a lot of feminines, y'all making a choice to be 10 toes the fuck down on rereading, moving like on something new. A lot of feminines are on a whole new direction, away from your twin flame situation. Please watch last message, because I'll really give a rant on that, on why some feminists need to dip set real quick. Need to piece their divine masculine out and really go down the karmic road, because it's going to be beneficial for you. But like I said, not all are going to be beneficial karmic situations. Some are going to be hell. Hopefully we get some light in that on this reading right here. So feminists, it's time to move around. It's time to reread. It's time to reevaluate. It's time to release something. Reread. You got about 7 of them to do, because it's time for you to go all the way with a mental decision. Some of you feminists made a decision to start working for yourself, or at least start an enterprise. We'll get to that in just a second, because we do got the 3 of Wands here, and that talks all about it. Some feminines are putting their mind up to start their own business. LLC, nonprofit, program, build a product, service, invention, whatever. A lot of feminists are going to go in a whole different direction than they've been going on, working for other people. Fuck working for other people. Let me start my own company so I can have people working for me, so I can leave my child something and keep it in the family like these people doing with my ass. You know what I'm saying? This could be a relationship. Like I said, you choosing to go away from your divine masculine real quick. It's just temporary. Karmic, he talking good shit. He want to make a few things happen for you. Feminine, you want to see that through. And you want to be 10 toes down on seeing that shit through. And you do that, because you don't want to miss no blessings here. Better to you than somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Treat these karmic situations as such. And you got some feminines who ain't finna be 10 toes down, who ain't finna go all the way. You finna go backwards. You finna look in your rearview mirror. You finna stutter step. You finna procrastinate. You know what I mean? You finna go backwards doing the same thing you was just doing with your divine masculine, with your karmic masculine, or whomever. Whoever, whatever. And then if it ain't a relationship, then it's just you going back to that job you should have stayed the fuck away from. You're going back to that environment you don't need to be in. You're going back to that physical location you shouldn't even be nowhere near, you know? Big decision, because this ain't no small decision. This ain't no little direction. This is like a new leaf. A lot of feminines are turning. Make sure you turn that. 10 toes down. We ain't half-assing. First card in this message. Coming to this thing directly, consciously, feminine. You got your role here. 3 of Wands. This is the divine feminine's role. This is what you're supposed to do. You're the divine feminine, right? All right, you got a job to do. What's that? Evolve. How do you evolve? In every way. You evolve mentally, spiritually, emotionally, etherically, physically. You know what I'm talking about? And pinnacle-wise. 2 of Wands is a job. That's however you make ends meet. That's survival. Birds, bees, boars, bears, bacteria do that shit. We're human beings. We're built to do more than just make ends meet, more than just surviving. Because this is what the animal kingdom does. We're human beings. We're in a whole nother kingdom. We're in a whole nother lane. You know what I mean? You got the animal kingdom and you got God's kingdom. The animal kingdom is very facilitated with the worldly kingdom. The world and the animal kingdom is very close alike. The way humans survive in the world and the way animals survive in the wild, the world is pretty much the same shit. Now, God's plan, God's purpose, God's, the path God wants you on, that's something completely different from the world. Because majority of the world is doing this. Only God's people is doing this. Or at least people who want to do more than what the average people in the world or the wild is doing. Evolution. You work a job. Start your own shit. This side hustle is going to become your full-time hustle. And then it's gonna create space, room, create time, energy, and resources for you to expand this bigger than it is. The object is just to make this work for you. And then to make this work just as good as this. When your extra wand turns into the same, like you making more money doing what you're doing on the side than what you're doing at your full-time job, then like this shit turns into a highway. You was building a highway doing this, but before that you was just on the streets like everybody else. It's better when you're on a highway because you can make more money, you can maneuver more faster, you can get to destinations more quicker. You ain't gotta burn more time, energy, and resources doing shit the worldly way. If you get my drift. Evolution. This is creating your path. Everybody has a path and purpose, and it's your job, divine feminine, to figure that out, to find that, and be on that. And by you doing that, you gonna let your masculine, divine masculine, see you doing that, thus make him want to do that too. You gotta evolve first. And it ain't just your divine masculine who you influencing to evolve. This goes for your family. This goes for your friends. This goes for your children. They're gonna want to start their own companies too. They're gonna want to get just like you. You got a role to do, feminine. Make sure you're doing that. And what's the step after the 3 of Wands? 4 of Wands, twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. Separation is the glue that holds twin flame union, reunion, and recognition together. That's why it's 4 Wands. Separation to be the 4th wand. Has to happen. I'll break that down if the 4 Wands do come out. But yeah, evolution, 3 Wands. Feminine, you gotta do that. That's your job. That's your duty. A lot of people ask me all the time, how do I get into flame union, reunion, recognition? I ask them all the time, are you on this yet? Are you on 10 yet? Are you doing something more than the average bear? Are you doing something more than the average beetle? Are you doing something more than the average bacteria? I'm telling you, birds, bees, bears, boars, and bacteria take care of their family. Everybody take care of their family. Surviving. Everybody surviving. Bills. Everybody got those. You feel what I'm saying? So, what does that mean? You can't throw out survival and polish that shit up as if that's a way of life. No, that's not. Like, that's not. We're not put here to just live, die, and like not evolve. Fuck no. You know, it's just the world ain't evolving, thus we feel we don't have to. No, that's a crock of shit. That's the difference between, like I said, God's people and worldly people. God's people got a purpose. God's people got a plan. God's people evolve. They become better versions of themselves. The world is consistent in their madness. So evolve. For your own sake, feminine, and for the sake of your twin flame situation. The karma to that is 5 of Cups. This is the Hermit card. This is loneliness. Like emotional isolation. Could be physical isolation. You know, you got COVID or you sick or something, so you can't go to work for 14 days and you can't be around another soul for the next 14 days because you end up probably doing a job outside your job to help somebody. It's like you go to help somebody and you get sick and now you fucked up from helping somebody. Like, damn, I shouldn't even help their ass. I wouldn't even be sick right now, fucking up my money flow right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is like Tom Hanks in Castaway. You know, one thing about evolving, one thing about 3 of Wanding, one thing about doing God's work, one thing about ascending. The higher you go up, the less people around to support you. Number one, the higher you go up, the less people that's gonna be around to understand you. You know, the more you evolve as a person, the less you're gonna be less recognizable from the people you were in your former state. So it's a lonely road, 3 of Wanding. It's a lonely road evolving. It's a lonely road being on your path and purpose. I'll be the first one to tell you that shit. But you know what? You're on this path and purpose for a reason. Think how many people you're gonna help being on your 3 of Wands. Think how many lives you're gonna bless, how many people you're gonna bring to God, how many lovers you're gonna bring together. Whatever you're doing. You know, whether you a healer, whether you a teacher, whether you a coach, whether you a guru, whatever you're doing, it's meant for you to do it. You know? So the karma to being divine is that it's a lonely road, it's a lonely life. Friends aren't gonna get you. Parents, friends, you're gonna be looked at as an outcast, you're gonna be looked at as crazy. As crazy as I am when I'll be in my room doing this shit. Like, imagine what the fuck my people be thinking outside. I don't give a fuck though. Cause it ain't about that. You know what I mean? It's about wands, what you doing. And I'm gonna say this shit too. A lot of people feel that the God's work that I do ain't necessarily God's work because it ain't brought plentiful pinnacles my way. I'm a path of a person type person. It's all about path and purpose and God with me. Period. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't in it for the pinnacles. Now I like any pinnacles that can, manifest themselves while I'm doing what God need me to do and shit. Like whatever I do, I'm gonna be good. But they go for my twin flame, they go for my family and shit. Like they think what I'm doing is a waste of time because they don't see any type of. It's like, nigga, you ain't getting rich off this shit. Nigga, like, your life ain't getting better from this shit. I'm seeing everybody else shit. You say it's doing good from what you're doing, but why it ain't working on you? Type shit. Motherfuckers going on straight pinnacles. And that ain't inspiring either. Because it's the people that I do it for. You know what I'm saying? So for people that I do it for, there is no support on that, on that way. There is no understanding in that direction. And it kind of makes me not even want to do this shit. But I know I got to keep doing it. For the people that I do help, for the people that I am bringing to God, for the millionaires I am making around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just a lonely road, feminine. That's karma that come with being divine. Feminine role. You in regards to yourself, personally, directly, consciously, you got the Fool card. What is the Fool card? It's just being in a whole new world like Aladdin, a place you ain't never been before, which is why it's uncomfortable. You're in a chapter that's so new you don't even know the title of it. You're at a place with your family or a place in your relationship or a place emotionally or a place spiritually you've never been in your life. And it's scary. That's another energy that comes from evolving, from being on your path and purpose and shit like that. It's brand new. You learn as you go. You learn by doing. But you got to do it to learn. Okay? You don't know anything. That means you got to do some shit to pick up, to learn. This is being a new booty. It's like the energy of being in a new city. You just moved to a new city. You have no friends. You don't know where the restaurant's at. You don't know where shit at. You're going to have to relearn everything. You go back to college and shit. It's like, damn, I have to relearn shit that I forgot a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? It's a good energy. The Fool card. Fool card could also be just being unaware. And being unaware, what's that? Makes you a fool. Or this is like my hobo rant. What's a hobo? It's a bum on the move. Bum, you see them on the same corner, same street, talking that same yang yang. And they could be doing that shit for 20, 30 plus years. It's like a person with a good excuse of why the fuck they ain't been around. It's like, okay, it's been 30 years. It's like, okay, and that's the excuse you came up with? All right, okay. Well, whatever you got to tell yourself to keep you from going. But like I say, a hobo would have moved totally different. Hobos go from state to state, place to place. They hop trains. They're not afraid to go to a new environment. They're not afraid to pay their way. Hobos pay their way. They know ain't nothing free, so they're gonna have to do something to get something here. Bums expect something for nothing and don't have a good work ethic and don't expose themselves to new things. Like I said, you're gonna find the same bum on the same corner for 30 years. At least the hobo, and this 30 years this bum been on this corner, at least the hobo would have been around the world and back. You understand what I'm saying? So it's mainly just trying new shit. Stuff you ain't never did before. Shit that's foreign to you. Change is good. Sometimes you gotta step out of your element. Sometimes you gotta step out of your comfort zone, your fishbowl, your den, wherever you used to find more depth to yourself and your situation. Karma to that, we got the 8 of Wands. Communication. And guess what? Communication is 80% nonverbal. Say that shit one more time. 80%. That's nonverbal communication. And think about that. Say you in a country and you don't know how to speak the language. Okay, communication is 20% of it. 20% of the time you're talking. 80% nonverbal part, that's how you need to communicate to people you can't communicate with. You can't speak the native language. What you're gonna do? Hey, where the food at? Not titties, I'm food. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to use your hands. You're gonna have to communicate non-verbally to get it, and that's 80% of it. Like dogs. Dogs don't fucking speak the same language you speaking, motherfucker. They could just read your nonverbal language better than you can read nonverbal languages. You know what I'm saying? So communication, feminine. You're gonna have, like, you're gonna be in a situation so new. You're gonna have to learn a whole new language. So I'll use me as an example. I've been on this twin flame game for about 10 years. I'm shifting to a whole nother lane. Thus, I've been talking this twin flame lingo for about 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm switching my lingo up. Like, you know what I mean? You can't change. Change is good. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then you gotta switch everything around. Like I say, Seven of Pentacles, this is relocating to a whole new area. You got the full card, you don't know anything. You're gonna have to relearn a few things. So, you know, communication, feminine, it ain't what you saying, because that's 20% of it. It's what you're not saying that's saying something. And not saying something is saying something. That's karma. It's like you're gonna be in a whole new place in life and you ain't even gonna know how to. It's like you're in a new place you ain't never been in life, and you ain't even got nobody to talk to about it, or at least no one to understand your current place. Or you gotta, like I say, non-verbally communicate 80% of the time now. You know, new situations. Feminine, the masculine column. You directly, consciously, in regards to the masculine energy, you got the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is a self-imposed prison. It's a mental prison. Thus, it's invisible. Can't nobody see you in the self-imposed prison but you. You know, you don't know how you got into this invisible prison, but obviously you're gonna have to get yourself out of it. If you got in a way, then it's a way to get out. Keep that in mind. Don't go to pieces. Eight of Swords is a false sense of security. You feel you need to secure something before you secured with something. You don't need nothing to feel secure. You can, whatever you need, you can get that now without something else. I mean, you don't get something for nothing, okay? That's a fact. But maybe what you think you need, you already have. Maybe what you think you need, you don't even need. You feel you're not ready yet until something else happened. Maybe you are ready right now. You're just putting yourself in a self-imposed prison thinking you ain't ready when you are. That's a false sense of security. You got false sense of entitlement. What's a false sense of entitlement? To me, that's the beginning of bullshit. You know what I mean? If a person stole from you, they felt entitled to do it. A person disrespect you, they felt entitled to do it. A person crosses a line with you, they felt entitled to do it. A person talk about your ass all day, they felt entitled to do it. Like, it's entitlement. You know what I mean? If a person felt entitled to hurt you, they'll hurt you again. A person felt entitled to talk about you like a dog, what make you think they doing that shit all the time? You know what I'm saying? Like, if a person felt entitled to sabotage anything you got going on, what's keeping them from doing that shit again? You be in self-imposed prison thinking that they wasn't entitled, feeling entitled when they did you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, self-imposed prison, it's a mental prison, meaning it's invisible. Meaning you got yourself in it, you're gonna have to get yourself out of it. Final phase to the Eight of Swords, self-imposed prisons, is what I like to call the boogeyman effect, i.e., a false sense of reality. Mom, it's a monster under my bed. Ain't no damn monster under your bed, because if it was, your dad would have shot that motherfucker. Ain't no monster in your closet, nigga, because if it was, I would have seen it putting your socks in your drawers in your drawer up in there. I got a pistol. So, you know what I'm saying? You think I'm going to let a monster just be hiding in your closet? Like, come on. They're not real. Despite how real it seemed to you, that's not reality, son. You know what I mean? You got grown people with the boogeyman effect, throwing covers over their head to protect them from a boogeyman that don't exist. If the boogeyman existed, he would have ripped the covers down and just did whatever boogeymen do to you. Thank God, the boogeyman ain't real. It's like hell. It doesn't exist, I will argue. Hell, to me, is a self-imposed prison. A self-imposed infinite motherfucking prison. There's only one throne in this galactic galaxy. You know what I'm saying? God sit on there. I don't serve two masters, so there ain't two thrones. My personal opinion, you know what I'm saying? I just think people believe in another dimension inside of a dimension. Like, what is it? A second dimension? Hell, I mean, it ain't in the fourth and fifth realm. It ain't infinite. It ain't divine. You know, And if it is on Earth, or this is how we living in on Earth, it's 3D. It's a temporary space and time that's gonna expire. You know, so yeah, it's all types of traps, mental traps out here you can fall in. Don't slip. How this deals with the masculine is, like I say, you in a self-imposed prison in regards to a particular masculine. False sense of security. It's something this karmic masculine doing for you. You feel that only he can secure that for you, thus you going for the gusto. Maybe that's true. And half of it, I would say you moving smart. The other half is you definitely get what you asked for. And like I say, it's one thing to want something, but until you get it, you don't really know if you really want it or not. So be careful on, manifesting things and living out dreams and shit. Entitlement. If you choose to go in a direction with your karmic masculine, like, I don't know, deal with him, but deal with somebody else, I don't know, like your twin flame. If you feel entitled to have your cake and eat it too, don't be surprised if the same thing happened to you. That's what karma is, right? We go around, come around. Whatever you doing is what's finna be done on you. You're in tune, a walking, talking mirror. Karma will treat you like a walking, talking mirror. Whatever the fuck you doing, you gonna see yourself doing it, and whoever you doing is too gonna do it to you. Karma to that, Seven of Swords, truth. It's like the rain I just gave. All darkness comes to the light. You know, all darkness comes to the light. Truth sets you free. That's what truth does. Like, you live in a whole fucking lie, and then the truth come out. Hey, you ain't gotta live that lie no more. You can actually be free. That's what truth does. You know what I'm saying? It's like Seven of Swords is also you keeping it 100 with somebody. Fuck it, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't give a fuck if you leave me or not. You need to know the truth. They definitely gonna piece you out once you keep it 100 with them, because like I said, that's just gonna let them know that you ain't kissing their ass and just a yes man like everybody else with them is with them. You your own person, and you can tell another person about themselves. You know, it's like any celebrity. They're surrounded by yes men. Ain't nobody gonna keep it 100 with them. Not in the manner that they need to, because the celebrity might be so far and full of themselves that they look down on whoever just kept it real. And it ain't just somebody keeping 100 with you, it's you keeping 100 with somebody else. But it ain't just somebody else keeping 100 with you. You got to keep it 100 with yourself. A person can tell you the truth all day. You got to be keeping 100 and accept that that's your truth. You know how many times people keep it 100 with other people, and then this person gets scrutinized for keeping it real? You know what I mean? Like, the world's mostly fake. I'm telling you, you got fake food, fake people, fake genders out here. It's niggas that's bitches, and it's bitches that's niggas out here. You the way surgery now is, you can't even tell. I can tell, but average motherfucker can't tell. So you got fake sexes out here. You got white women that's tanning their skin and getting braids out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's fake races out here. You feel me? Everything is fake. The weather is fake, nigga. The food is fake. There's some water that's fake. Everything is fake. You want to know the only thing real on this earth is the fact that you're gonna die one day. The fact that God is real. God is real is a mofo. That's a reality. That God is real. That's a reality. We're all gonna die. It's a few realities in this fake ass world. But don't get too caught up in the things in this world. Because, like I said, this could be a whole simulation. We could literally be in the Matrix, though. Somewhere else mentally unplugged in the database that make it seem like we alive. When we could be dreaming. And when we dreaming, we might be alive. Who knows, man? Who knows? That's the truth. We don't know. Truth is, we don't know. I have a good grasp on who God could be, what heaven could be, and what hell ain't. You dig? But until I die and rematerialize into the real world, I wouldn't know. We wouldn't know. Truth is, they out there. We're not the only fucking world with life on it. You know what I'm saying? There's 7 trillion inhabited planets out here, nigga. We just one of them. That's facts. Fact is, there's no bunk beds in the cemetery, man. You ain't finna die with somebody else. We all die alone, and we don't know the day or the hour, man. The world can end tomorrow. That's the truth. Somebody's gonna go to sleep and wake up and not be here. That's a fact. Truth sets you free. When you know truth, you can set yourself free from false realities. You can set yourself free from a lot of bullshit. Truth, feminine, choose. Okay, to go the truthful route. Tell the truth. Keep it 100. It's better the truth coming from you than come out somewhere else. It's better you keep it 100 with motherfucker than for another motherfucker that have to keep it 100 with you like truth. It'll set you free from so much shit. Be free. Future Final Row wrapping this up. Divine Feminine. Going to the future, you got the Six of Swords. Directly and consciously, this is my clueless card. Now, Six of Swords is things coming together. Like zippers, when you zip up your coat and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is like you on a bike and you've been paddling uphill for a while, and now you finally see a hill you can go down. And this is going down that hill and not using no more energy. You ain't got to paddle. We can go down this hill. Conserve your energy. You've been rowing a boat in a stream. You finally hit a current where you ain't got to paddle no more. Save your strength. Don't paddle. Let's ride the stream. We ain't gotta walk with all this luggage at the motherfucking airport. We could just take the escalator. We could take the elevator. We could take whatever that thing is that move, and you ain't even gotta walk. You could just stand and move. You know what I mean? That's what the Six of Swords is. Shit getting moving. Aside from that, it's my Clueless card from the movie Clueless. In the movie Clueless, it's something you register. Six of Swords is something you register. The movie Clueless, everybody was clueless. Students was clueless. Teachers was clueless. Parents was clueless. Didn't nobody know what the fuck they wanted. Relationship wise, friendship wise, life wise, everybody was trying to find their purpose. Everybody was trying to find their true love. Everybody was trying to find the meaning of life. Did not make sense throughout that whole fucking movie, but at the end of the movie, everything made sense. Cher ended up being with Josh. Here she is looking for love when love been at her back door the whole time. She falls in love with her stepbrother, non-blood stepbrother and shit. He's the one. That's in essence is union. No. Excuse me. Yeah, union. Two people coming together. Cher was in a good space looking for love. Josh was in a good space looking for love. They were looking for love in all the wrong places, both their asses, until they united at the end. Faison Love, not Faison Love. Donald Faison. Donald Faison, and Stacey Dash, who played D. Her and her boyfriend. The whole movie they was breaking apart, coming back together, breaking apart, coming back together. That's separation and reunion, separation and reunion, separation and reunion was happening throughout the whole movie. Clueless. At the end of the movie, they reunited. Why? Because they love each other and they're both the same fucking person. All twin flame stories, because Josh and Cher are the same fucking person. Then you got Brittany Murphy, rest in peace. Ty and Travis, the skater boy. Who both are the same type of people. She's middle class coming into this, rich ass school because she lives in the neighborhood. Travis, he's probably middle class, probably family end up coming and staying in the neighborhood that he's in. They're both like middle class white trash. You know what I mean? That can have a commonality to these rich ass Barbie bitches that they go into school with and fake ass dudes that Travis go to school with. You know what I'm saying? The whole time, Cher's trying to get her to deal with different types of people other than herself. Until Brittany Murphy, Ty, recognized that, she knows herself. Cher didn't know who the fuck she was. One thing Ty could say is she knew herself. And she liked Travis from the moment that she seen him. She felt that vibe. She knew they had chemistry and shit, but instead she was letting all her popular friends dictate her life once she chose to think for herself. Her and, Travis ended up getting together at the end of the movie and they're perfect for each other. And to me, that's recognition. Seeing yourself in another person. Travis seeing himself in Ty. Ty seeing herself in Travis. Early. So, saying all I should say this feminine, consciously, directly, shit might be all over the place. Things might be looking grim. Things might not be making sense to you right now, but trust me, at the end of the day, everything gonna make sense. Final card in this message, we got the Nine of Wands. This is the Wounded Warrior. The straw that breaks the camel's back. Also, the karma to this whole clueless shit. Like I said, Six of Swords. Everything is gonna work out. But the karma to that is until this shit work out, this whole little thing gonna take a toll on you. Nine of Wands. That's like the straw that breaks the camel's back. It's like toll. You've been a mail delivery person for 20 years. Your legs are like parentheses now. All that walking and took a toll on your body. You're a truck driver. You've been driving for 25 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Your body beat up. That toll is taking the, all that driving's taking its toll on you. You're an athlete. Now you're in your 40s. You banged up. Because all that year playing sports took a toll on you. Feminine, you've been in this twin flame shit for a minute. Okay? This shit is taking its toll on you. Another reason why you need the 10 of Wands. Just pump the brakes on your twin flame situation and try something new real quick. Or pump the brakes on whatever you've been doing and ain't succeeding with and try another route and go another way with it. You know what I'm saying? All in all, toll. You gotta pay the cost to be the boss. You a boss, right, feminine? I bet it up. That's the message that I got. Hope I can be of good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Let me take a short break and get to these readings that I gotta get to. 1,